All right. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Original Dungeon. It is now part 4. In the last episode, we had a huge encounter. Strahd came himself. Things were looking pretty bleak, and then my wife's character, Halliwyn, came in with an NPC, saved the day. These guys did some fantastic role-playing last time. Hopefully they can continue to do so into this. So, before we start real quick, just because people can't be here today, let's just say that Halliwyn had stuff to do, and so the NPC that came in has already sent her character off to bring messages to other players in the group.
Okay.
It's okay, there was a lot of confusion. Understandable.
Yep, so Halliwyn is gone. You guys are fresh out of the tomb. And all of you see that the character that came with Halliwyn and helped fend off Strahd is just leaning against a signpost at the on the road.
I'm gonna approach her, but kind of be very wary.
Yeah.
And just basically ask, are you the enemy of Strahd?
I'm not the enemy of Strahd, but I am one of many.
One of the other items, I guess, we need to look for after this sword was an enemy of Strahd. Do you know anything about that? And who are you, as well?
Well, I'm the one that sent for you.
You were the one that sent the letters?
Yes. And as for the enemy of Strahd, I might have an idea of where to find something like that, but that's best left to me. You should go hunt the tome.
How about you tell us who you are first?
Well, name's Zeke. First and foremost, and as you can probably already tell from the way I reacted in the tomb, I also am a vampire.
How do we know you're not with him?
To be fair, I think that display was fairly clear.
Yep.
I am.
You don't know how vampires work, do you? The spawn of a vampire can't attack his master. Otherwise, his mind would go insane and he would drop dead.
I'm still gonna take a wary step behind Omar, just in case.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
So you're a spawn of Strahd.
No, I'm not a spawn of Strahd.
Not a spawn of Strahd.
I am from an entirely different realm from this place.
Do I see any like visible weapons? Anything that stands out?
Yes, you see a very tall scythe, obsidian colored, with strange markings on it that you can recognize as infernal markings.
Where'd you get that weapon?
Well, that story is a little complicated, but it is also the reason that I'm in this godforsaken realm.
Which realm are you from?
Oh, here and there. I actually don't know exactly where. Usually my traveling companion keeps track of what realm we're in and what realm we're from and all that, but we've become separated.
So why did you summon us? Why did you bring us here?
Well, the story of how I came to be here, and that is a little too long and too complicated to explain. The gist of it is this. I'm not from this realm. Normally my traveling partner would just conjure up a portal. I'd be gone in a snap. Unfortunately, during our last journey to acquire this, and he pats the scythe on his back, we were separated and sent into different realms. I also don't know enough about magic to create a portal artificially, so all I'm left with is trying to acquire a magical item that can get me out of here. And in the months that I've been in this realm, I've attempted to learn a way out, and it seems that there's only one magical item that can send me home. Excuse me. I need to find the wish ring that Strahd keeps in his tomb.
How about we help you with that, and you help us with our problem?
I can help you with you and Eric's problem. Unfortunately, For Oman, there are no survivors of his clan that I have yet been able to find. I am sorry, truly sorry.
All right. I had my suspicions, but first off, since you know who I am, and you have that weapon, are you a friend or foe of demons?
Neither. I am death.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Fine by me.
At least the new one. I killed the
So-
other one.
Tell me what you know about the tome.
Fair enough.
So, the tome, I know where a lead is to find it. I don't know exactly what is in it. All I know is that the tome is the key to defeating Strahd. That and that little hilt you have there.
So, Eric, you still have that, right?
I do, yeah, I have it.
Yep. Make sure to keep that in track of inventory. So, Steve, go ahead and write that you have the Sun Sword in there. I'll get you its stats in a little bit after we're done this talk.
Who is this person that you think has an idea of where the tome is?
The Wizard of the Wastes. He lives in the way west past the Velaki village in the Sphallic Woods.
Okay. Well, I guess that's our next clue. Will you be joining us on the journey? That's quite a distance back past the village.
No, I won't be able to join you. I have other members of your party that I need to go and assist. Strahd's had hold of this realm for so long that he has innumerable soldiers, spies, and spawn. So just this party alone would never be able to find a way to sneak into Castle Ravenloft, let alone his tomb. Plus, being a vampire myself, I don't need to put myself at risk of Strahd's knowledge of our kind. I may be over 700 years old, but Strahd's been around for well over 2,000 years, and may have knowledge about vampires that even I haven't discovered yet. So, over the last 2 months, I've been recruiting. Sending word out to end Strahd's reign of terror has provoked brave villagers from all over to volunteer and rise up to slay him. I've sent groups to major locations around Barovia to keep Strahd's forces busy, and now that you've arrived, the plan can finally move forward, and now that you've acquired the Sun Sword, you can go see the Wizard of the Wastes and do the tome while I search for this mysterious enemy.
You knew that me and Eric are missing our family members. Have you seen them?
I have an idea, but I need to check my source information before I can reveal anything, unfortunately. And it's not that I don't want to share, it's just I want to give definitive answers.
And how, if we obviously need to all work together, especially if you find these other people with the letters that you gave. How can we recontact you?
You can't contact me, but in 3 weeks, the entirety of our group needs to meet at the village of Barovia for a final assault on Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
That's not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time, but I think you guys can get that tome. You've already gotten the Sun Sword in such a short amount of time, and that's 1/3 of the equation.
Just out of curiosity, how long does it take to get to the forest, the woods,
It's
from where we are?
from where you are to get to the Wizard of the Wastes. It's probably going to be at least a 3-day journey.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
Because you have to go back through the moors into Velaki Valley, go all the way west on the road up to Wolf Run and Lake Baratok, and then from there head southwest into the Sphallic Woods, where you'll meet the Wizard of the Wastes. So it's quite a long journey.
I don't want to be. Shit, I can't remember the word. Oh no! Blank. Hold on.
That's okay. It happens to me a lot, so it's fair.
Oh damn it! What's the word? I don't wish to be ungrateful. You have done a great deal for us. You saved us there. But if I'm being quite honest, Strahd is our enemy. Once he's dead, what reason do we have to trust you with an item so powerful as to be able to traverse realms. I
Well,
understand you want to get back home, but how do we know that that isn't worse than Strahd's being in power?
wish rings are a funny thing. The ring that Strahd holds only carries 3 wishes in it. I would not waste any other except to get home. What happens to the ring
How
after
do we
that?
know you being home isn't more dangerous to us than Strahd having power here?
Because my home has nothing to do with this realm. Once Strahd is gone and I leave, the ring also stays behind, and it's up to the people of this realm to decide what happens.
Good enough for me.
Well, it's a 3-day hike. We really should be getting a move on.
Before we leave, Strahd, he had a weapon in his hands. It means a great deal to me. Did you see if he took it with him?
Zeke opens up his cloak and he says, "You mean this?" and pulls out your naginata and hands it out to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He dropped it as he fled. And also, a little rat was with him. I don't know what that means.
That little shit has gotten away from us so many times.
He'll get what's coming to him.
Very soon. But thank you for this. As you know, I'm sure a being of 700 years has dealt with dragonborns before. This
More than
this
one
means a great
occasion.
deal to me. This means a great deal. I will help you. I cannot speak for these two, but if you can help them find their brothers, I'm sure they would be more than willing to help you as well.
I'll get what information I can, but my one and only goal is to get that wish ring.
We will assist you. Is there a way for us to commune with you remotely?
I might have something that my partner left in my pack. Hold on a second. Zeke pulls out what looks like just a standard brown leather bag, and he holds up a finger like he says, "Wait 1 minute," and he dives inside. You hear things that never should come out of a normal pack. You hear creatures growling, you hear glass breaking, you hear what sounds like a swarm of bees, and then Zeke crawls back out of the bag with 2 notebooks, and he hands one to you and says, "These 2 notebooks share the same tree and have a spell on them where what is written in one will show in the other. So if you ever need to contact me, just write in the journal and I will see it next time I pull mine out."
Did you get that bag in this realm?
No. That I have had since... Oh, man. I have had that bag for over 400 years. It was given to me by Lucius, actually.
Damn. And I just take the notebook and put it in with my other one.
Okay. All right. Well, I am off to get some information on this enemy of Strahd. You should head west. It's going to be about a 3-day hike to the Sphalic Woods, where you'll meet the Wizard of the Voice, and hopefully he can point you in the direction of the tome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
We
if
should go.
you hear any news on these 2 wonderful people's brothers, please let us know.
Keep an eye on the notebooks. Or on the
Aye.
notebook.
Is there any way on before we go? Is there anywhere on the way there that we can get a glass of mead?
Well, you're going right back by Valaki Village. I'm certain that a certain barmaid has been waiting for you to come back.
Oh yeah.
About that.
And also,
Your accomplice.
yes, Madge told me what happened. She said to give you this, and Zeke walks up to you and just gib smacks you in the back of the head.
Yeah,
And
I deserve that.
she says you're even now.
Okay.
Payback from the old hag.
Okay.
And Zeke turns away and rushes off at a great speed the opposite direction towards the east.
Okay.
Well,
Boys, we need to
go
be
get
very
the dog.
cautious around him.
I agree.
He seems genuine, but he is still... He called himself Death, and that he killed Death.
And he also didn't give you your sword back until you asked for it.
That's true, but he very well could have just said, no, I didn't have it.
True.
true. I wonder how we knew
I'm-
about all of our histories, though.
That's my biggest question at this moment.
Hmm.
You knew too
But-
much.
For now, The only way we're going to get answers is if we go along with this.
We know this tome may be a trap as well. So
Very
I'd say
true.
we go to the village first. We get supplies. Maybe we rest there and get a good night's sleep, and then head the rest of the way to the woods.
I agree.
Cool.
Let's go.
Let's start the trek.
Again, on the way back, Mark, I'm going to
Mhm.
go 30, 40 feet ahead of him and transform into a wolf.
Okay.
If that's okay?
Yep, that is absolutely fine. All right, so as you guys are walking, you regain like your spell slots, abilities, rest your hit points. Assuming you guys stop at some point to eat, and as far as at least the village, you guys don't encounter anything. You are now at the crossroads where you can just head north a little bit to go back up to the village, or you could continue west towards Wolf Run, towards the Sphalic Woods.
How long has it been?
That's about a third of the journey, so it's been most of the day. It's coming up on night.
How much of a detour is it going to be if we decide to stop in to town?
It's like a 1 hour detour.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
too bad.
Let's do
Right,
that.
boys. We're fairly close to the village. Let's just finish out this trek and get a good night's rest.
Sounds
Let's
good to me.
also- We may be going back to the village and staying in the inn, but let's make sure that let's keep an eye out on this village. This village is very, very close to the enemy. It's been here for a long time. I'm sure they're very aware of the enemy. Let's be very mindful and let's try and all stay in the same room and at least stick together, guys. Okay.
I agree, but I doubt they'll attack us. To their knowledge, we still have the help of our friend there. He may not know that we've split up yet, but yes, let's sleep in watches just to be safe.
If we're staying in the tavern, I will give you a rain check on if we're staying in the same room.
I will totally allow you to try to seduce the wench, Steve.
Yeah.
After the other day, we've all earned a good night.
All right. So you guys get back to the village. Everything looks the same. The guard outside the gate recognizes you, lets you in, no problem. And you guys are now inside the village gates.
Need supplies?
Is there supplies? Is there a store that's still open in the vicinity?
Yes, there is one building besides the inn that still has lights on, and you see a sign that says General Store.
Okay, guys, if you don't mind, I think it would be wise for us to maybe go up some of our equipment.
I agree. Let's take a stop in.
Sure.
All right. So you walk into the store. You see everything you would normally see. You see bedrolls. You see food items, water flasks, whatever you basically would need.
Quick question: that rope that I used to wrap around my waist earlier when we went into the moors, do I still have that?
You do, but it is wet and smells like fish.
Okay, that's fine. I'm used to.
And I used. There's no way. After I pulled Stee and the other bard, sorry, I forgot her name.
Yeah.
There's no way that I picked up the rope afterwards.
No, that would have you would have
Yeah,
had
so that's
to.
definitely gone.
Yep.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a decent length of rope, maybe 40, 50 feet.
Yes, I do have some rope in stock here. You said 40, 50 feet?
Roughly, yes. How much would that
All
buy
right.
me?
Well, 50-foot of rope's gonna cost you 1 silver piece.
Done. I will buy the length of rope.
All right. So you gain 50 foot of rope.
Quick question, Mark.
Yes.
So, certain classes can only take certain weapons, right?
Yep, you can only... Well, you can use weapons that you're not proficient in, but you wouldn't add your proficiency bonus to the rolls with those weapons.
Okay, because I have a question. So, obviously, I'm a druid.
Mm-hmm.
A druid doesn't list a bow, but does a half-elf have that ability to use a bow?
It's all class based for your weapons. So for druids, let me check and see what you're proficient with.
Because if it's simple weapons, I think a short bow's class is a simple weapon.
Let's see. Nope.
It is a simple weapon.
Nope. It says for druids, spears, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, and spears. No ranged weapons. So you could take one if you want, but anytime you do an attack roll with it, you won't be adding your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay. Is a sling not a ranged weapon?
If it's talking about a slingshot, I suppose that would be a ranged weapon. Hold on,
It's a simple ranged weapon, and it's not very powerful.
Yeah.
Isn't just a
Isn't it
regular
like-
sling
You
one of
really
those,
wouldn't
like-
use that for combat. That would be more for like hunting or something.
Okay. Okay, never mind then. Carry on, guys. Well, I think sorry,
Alright.
guys.
As the old shopkeeper hands you the rope, he says, "Are you the folks that took out that marrow at the lake a couple days ago?"
That was us.
Yes, yeah.
Those have been, excuse me, those marrows have been nothing but trouble for the longest time around here. As a show of gratitude, let me sharpen your weapons for free.
Thank you. This has seen much, much better days.
All right.
I
Very
appreciate
kind of
that.
you.
I was going to say, if you want to leave them here, you could just pick them up in the morning.
How long would it take to sharpen them?
Oh, you have a scimitar and an aginata, and Steve, do you have anything that you need sharpened?
Rapier.
And a rapier, okay. And a rapier, so 3 weapons, about 2 hours each, so about 6 hours for the whole job.
If you boys would like to head back to the inn, I'll stay with the weapons.
Sure.
If you don't mind if I stay in the shop while you do this.
No, not at all.
Thank you. And it's not that we don't trust you. It's more that enemies come and go. And
Completely understandable.
I need
It's
the
no
weapons.
trouble. Plus, I'd be able to
Thank
test
you.
out the weapons on your scales.
more than glad to help.
Another annoyingly quick question.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Can I dual wield weapons?
That is a special feat, I think. It's been a while since
I
I've
thought
checked.
that was that might be a a rogue class thing.
Okay.
It seems very rogue-esque.
Yeah. I know some fighters can also do dual wielding. Hold on a second. Let me look that up. So just a second. Alright, well there's nothing regarding dual wielding in the player's handbook in the thing here. I'll look that up at another time, Luke. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Okay, so Oman stays behind with the shopkeeper to help with the weapon sharpening. So are you Eric and Bran heading back to the inn?
Yeah, to the pub.
To the
I
pub.
actually still have a spear. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, sorry, no, a staff. Sorry, I have a staff.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna keep that kind of a quarter staff. I'm gonna keep that like close by. Because
Okay.
me and Eric have 0 weapons.
Well, actually,
Um,
I have the rapier and I have a dagger as well, but that's just a D4.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the staff's
then,
also a D4. So.
plus you two are spellcasters more than anything, so you're far from
Yeah.
defenseless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
While he's sharpening the weapons, I'm just gonna sit in the shop and meditate the whole time, on the scythe that I saw, on his back, and just see if I recognize anything through my studies about it, anything at all that I can recollect, the little symbols, just if anything would come up through meditation.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that in the whole 6 hours.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and start rolling a couple d20s for intelligence checks. Do three.
Would it be straight intelligence, or would it be something like religion or history?
No. You know what? Yeah, it'd be history. So if you have a proficiency in history, it would help.
I do not. In
Okay.
fact, I am -2.
Okay.
You said 3?
Yeah, roll 3 d20s. Let me know if you get anything above a 15.
No.
Okay, so First hour of meditation is nothing. Okay, so back to Bron and Eric. You guys get to the inn, and you get at the door. Doesn't seem like anybody's on the bottom floor of the tavern, except you see the owner and his daughter, the wench.
Hello there.
I'm still really, really anxious about going in.
The wench looks over at your character, Steve, and winks.
I'm in. I'll see you later.
The bar owner steps in front of his daughter, is planted on his hips, and goes, "You'll do what now?"
I will have a cup of mead. How about you, Bron?
Yes, I could really do with a...
That's what I thought you said. 2 silver.
All right.
Fair enough.
2 silver?
2 silver.
I knew it. She overcharged us that one time.
It's because of Madge.
We should take these drinks to a private quarters, so we're away from the public.
You boys looking for a room as well?
Yes, please.
Single night?
Sure.
Single night, a single room, or you need 2 rooms?
Single room. I like butt in before Eric.
Yeah.
All right. 1 room.
Fine, but if
1 room single night's gonna cost you 1 gold.
Okay.
I'll get this, but if there's a sock on the door, don't come in.
Okay.
That comment
we
goes
head
over
off.
the owner's head. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Oh
Okay,
man.
so I guess it's late, right? So
It's getting late. It's probably the equivalent of like 8 p.m. or something like that, like 8 or 9.
Okay. There's plenty of time for more drink and a song. Maybe a little tune to seduce the barmaid.
Let's do it. Yeah. So let me roll for her, because it's a charisma save. So that's not my dice. Where's my D20?
Charisma save. What a way to phrase it.
Yeah. Okay. So Steve. She rolled a 2. She walks your drinks over to you two and leans close and whispers in your ear, "I'll meet you in your room in an hour."
Yay! I see what's going on and think maybe it's wise to go and see old man real quick.
Okay. So Steve heads up with his pint to the room. Bran, while you're walking to the shop, Dan, go ahead and roll 3 more d20s.
Come on. I'm getting such bad rolls before the -2.
Ditch that die. Get a new die.
All 6 rolls, 8 or under.
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right, so Bron walks back into the general store, sees Oman sitting meditating, but sees a single bead of sweat just dripping down Oman's forehead.
Can I because I noticed that he's meditating. Can I just kind of inspect the place a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll up a perception check.
A 9 plus 3, 12?
12? Okay, so everything seems run-of-the-mill. You take a look around again, see normal wares that you would normally see. You hear the sharpening stone in the back as the old man works on sharpening the weapons, and that's really it.
Damn. Okay. How about I go out and look around the back of the store?
Ooh, okay, interesting. Okay, so you go back out and you go around the building. It's a dark alleyway, kind of like you would see in like one of those noir films, just papers rattling around, and
Yeah.
something seems off. Go ahead and roll another perception check. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's tilted.
Oh no.
A natural 1.
Oh!
No.
So,
Yeah.
as you're looking around, you walk forward, and when you turn your head to go look in the other direction, you walk directly into a pole. Take 1d4 damage.
1d4.
Oh man.
4.
Oh
That really hurt, guys.
You're sitting there,
Really hurt.
your nose starts to bleed, and you just sit down frustrated for a little bit. Dan,
Is it close enough? Huh?
roll a perception check.
I was about to ask if I heard that.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Oh, I super heard that.
You roll a 20.
I rolled a natural 18, and I have a pretty high perception
Yeah,
modifier.
you hear a thud followed by a God damn it, motherfucker, damn it.
I'm just gonna go out. Did I recognize that it was Bran's voice?
Yes.
I'm just gonna walk out and kind of peer out. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly use mending. 1 second. I just mend my nose real quick, and then I
Fair enough.
I take a deep breath. I'm just like, Eric ended up with that girl. Let's just give it an hour. Let's give it a couple minutes, and
A couple minutes.
I will head out.
Steve, back in the room. You
Maybe overestimating.
You sneeze and feel like something ain't right somewhere else.
Real quick, now that I'm in the alley, do I feel that same like weird presence that Bran felt?
Yes. Go ahead and roll another perception check.
Okay. Oh, son of a bitch. 12.
All right, so nothing seems out of place at first. You don't notice anything out of place. You don't notice any people, but you still get an uneasy feeling like you probably shouldn't be there.
This town is very strange.
I don't like this area. Maybe I try and detect magic.
If you want to waste a spell slot.
True. It just seems.
Or
weird.
I could just be DMing you.
Yeah.
It's true.
How about we head close to the inn and in fact, let's check on the weapons. How long's it been roughly since the weapons?
It's been about 3 hours.
Like
so
3 hours?
yeah. So he's almost done with
he's
the second
most
weapon.
likely about halfway through.
Okay.
So
Let's-
if you'd like to head back, I'll stay with the weapons.
Okay.
Bran or
Are
Eric is
you-
probably done by now.
Did you see anything strange in the store? I don't like the fact that they took all our weapons.
No, I'm sorry. I was very focused on something else. He seemed genuine though, and I've been able to hear the sounds of grinding the whole time. I don't think that he's a problem. It may be worth when we get our weapons back. Maybe we check if there's been any enchantments placed on them for tracking. But aside from that, it seemed forthright.
Okay, I'll head back.
All right. Danny, you gonna resume your meditation?
Stay safe. I am indeed.
Okay, so as Bran is walking back, go ahead and roll 3 more d20s.
Come on! Yes, 15!
Okay, there you go.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna roll the other two just
Yeah.
in case. 4 and a 7. Okay, 15.
Okay.
You need
So,
to get a new D. Holy crap.
You remember seeing the same symbols on a similar weapon in a text you once read, lining up with what Zeke said about it being the Scythe of Death. You remember that it's called the Life Stealer.
Shit.
Where is this that you're looking at?
My brain.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
meditating.
you just not. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Oman has spent a lot of time furious at infernal creatures. So even though he's not exactly the smartest book smart, he's not exactly that great with like book smart stuff, he spent most of his life studying on infernals, learning the language, and trying to remember all he can about them. Is there anything else that I remember about the Life Stealer?
You just know that it's very dangerous to living beings, and is almost useless against the undead.
Oh, that's an interesting tidbit. Okay, I'm gonna get that written down. Okay. So I've still got what, like 2 hours left there?
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
So we'll
take
get
some
off
time.
Oman for a second. So Bran, you get back to the inn.
Wait.
You start heading up the stairs, and the wench is coming back down. And she looks at you and says, "Your friend sucks," and then just storms down the stairs.
No performance check or anything.
No.
So, is Eric on his way back down? Because I want to do something on his way down.
No, you see a sock on the floor in front of the door, and it's kind of slightly open.
Okay. So I haven't told you this, guys, but apparently druids can carry one instrument, right? And I picked, because it's in the book, I picked bagpipes. Okay.
Oh no.
So out of being a bit like frustrated at Eric, I grab another drink, which costs
It's a silver.
2 silver, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I start playing the bagpipes.
Are you sure
To
you
get
want
his,
to? You sure you want
to
to
get his attention.
start playing bagpipes in an inn at night when people are sleeping?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'll just drink the drink and I'll head upset. I get them out and I look
How
at.
drunk is he?
I get them out and I start looking at him. And the bartender's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
You start playing those, there's gonna be trouble, and it ain't coming from me.
I just head upstairs and I open the door. Are you fully dressed?
Eric sprawled out on the bed, just asleep.
I go and just kind of sit with my back to the wall that's right next to the door, but I don't sleep.
Okay.
I don't sleep.
So you just kind of just sit there quietly.
I'm just kind of like dozing, but just kind of thinking about what the day's gone and trying to rest, even though I'm still keeping an ear to the door.
Yep. All right. Back to Dan. So it's just about the time where the weapons are finishing up. You hear the stone stop spinning.
Oh, he may be done. Okay, so I just walk up to the counter and just kind of wait for him to come back out.
Yep. So he comes back out from the back room. He hands you all 3 weapons. Go ahead and roll perception.
That's cocked as shit. Natural 1.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. I gotta roll a percentile for this one. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna.
What?
Good. Okay, fair. Okay, that's fair. Okay, I rolled a 61. That's not too bad. Okay, so you go to inspect the weapons, and you accidentally cut your arm on the blade of the naginata, and you notice that it barely touched you, but still cut you.
Oh, damn. That is sharp.
Yep. So good news, boys. This old man happens to be such a good weaponsmith that he adds a bonus to all your weapons. Add a +1 bonus to all your weapons that were sharpened. So the rapier, the naginata, and the scimitar. So yeah, it's +1 to both rolls, your attack rolls and your damage rolls.
Ooh. Okay.
Got an attack bonus?
Okay.
God damn.
Okay.
The old man looks at you and says, "Are you okay, young man?"
Oh, I'm fine. I've never, ever since I was gifted this, I've never seen it this pristine. Thank you so much. Are you sure I don't owe you anything?
No, not at all, not at all. Consider it another bonus for taking care of those marrow. Plus, I've been dealing with weapons for well over 60 years.
Well, thank you. If I ever need work done, I will make sure to come back to you with plenty of gold. Thank you so much for this. This is wonderful.
Well, I'll
be sure
the
to
patronage.
let you boys know how sharp they are.
Yes, I appreciate the patronage. One thing, though, these weapons are very nice. It would do you good to go seek out the Wizard of the Waste. He may be able to put special enchantments on them for you.
Funny enough, that's one of the people we need to see. So thank you very much. I'll make sure to bring him up. Does he know you well?
No, I've only met him once in my life. I made the journey out to him when I was in my mid-20s to get a enchantment put on my mace.
Okay, well, thank you. What is your name, by the way? I don't think I ever asked you.
Oh, just call me Old John.
Old John. Thank you very much. And I guess I'm just gonna take off.
All right. So you head back to the inn. You get up to the room. You see Eric sprawled out, like hands and feet just all the way out, just snoring away. And Bron just kind of sitting with his back against the wall, just being quiet.
Did you pick up the weapons? I instantly see the weapons and go to grab them. Put the weapons on the floor. Put the weapons on the floor.
Okay, be very careful. I'm just gonna start laying them out very delicately. That weapon, that blacksmith, is excellent. These are very sharp. I'm gonna show him the cut. I barely touched it, and it cut me open. These are excellent craftsmanship that he's put into this. They've been given new life.
Okay, that's good. Did you see him do anything else to the weapons? Did you see anything strange about the weapons? Did he do anything but sharpen them?
He was out back the whole time, so I don't know. It may be best. It seems like you are fairly talented in the ways of the arcane. You may want to take a check at them, but to my knowledge, they seem fine.
Yeah. Okay, I do detect magic on them.
All right. You don't detect that any kind of magic has been done to the weapons. You just see that they're very, very sharp. You see very fine craftsmanship. That's no magic.
Okay. Yeah. These look good. These look good. We cannot be complacent. We need to make sure we check everything, guys. This is we are in foreign land.
Yep.
If we ever need weapons serviced or fenced or anything, we need to come back here. His name is Old John. How wonderful.
Okay. Old John it is then. At least we know there is one person we can kind of trust with our weapons for a certain period of time.
I would trust him with any of my equipment.
Old man, you were meditating this whole time. Why don't you take some sleep and I'll take the first round of Sentry. Look out.
Thank you. I would very much appreciate that. I'm just gonna go take a little bit of a rest. Been a long day and my brain hurts.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and listen for a good couple hours, and then I guess if I don't hear anything.
All right. So you're taking the first watch, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have each of you roll perception twice for your watch, and we'll see if any of you notice anything. So Luke, go ahead and roll 2 perception checks for me. Let me know what you get for both your rolls.
6 plus 3, so a 9,
Nope.
and a 17 plus 3, 20.
All right. Well, then that leads me to have to roll these then. Do you hear anything? Nope. Nothing happens on your watch.
Okay, I wake up Eric.
Nah.
Give him a shake. Okay, it's your turn for Sentry. Please keep an eye out and don't fall asleep.
Fine.
Also, your weapon sharpened.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
All right. So Bron goes to sleep. Steve, go ahead and roll 2 perception checks for me.
Yep, so that's my d20 plus perception.
Yep.
6.
So that's a no.
And 14.
And a 14? Okay, I'll roll for that. Do you hear anything? Again, nothing happens on Steve's watch.
Okay.
All right, so end of Steve's watch happens. He goes to wake up Alon.
Yep. Hey, big guy.
Yes.
Dragonborn.
Morning.
It's your turn.
All right.
All right, so Eric goes back to sleep for a couple hours. Dan, go ahead and roll your 2 perception checks.
12
Not quite.
and a 20.
And a 20.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I can decrease the roll needed for that then. What is up with these dice? Okay, nothing happens during your watch either. So it's a great night. You all slept. Watches, of course, were successful. There was nothing wrong that happened, and it is now morning.
Okay.
Do I still have the same feeling of when I was in the alley the other night?
You remember having the feeling, but you didn't have the feeling as soon as you left the alleyway. Like, that alleyway is the only place you had the feeling.
Okay.
I feel like we should leave as soon as possible. I want to be up and gone before the majority of people wake up.
Yeah, I want to be awake. I want to be up and out before the bartender wakes up.
Something is bothering me still.
Okay.
What is it?
That place where you took a fall.
I was like,
I think there's. I felt
You fell?
something there. I can't explain. Yeah, he felt pretty bad.
You had one drink, lightweight.
2 actually.
I still can't explain what it was like there, but something was very distinct to me. Before we leave, would you boys mind if we took one last detour to the shop?
Sure, just as long
Okay.
as we avoid any contacts with the landlord.
We'll go out the window, or at least you
Sweet.
can.
Probably a
So
good
I'm
idea.
gonna. Are we on the second floor by chance? At the
Yes,
inn?
it's the second floor.
All right. So I'm just gonna toss him my bit of rope.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Steve, go ahead and just roll a strength check for me real quick.
18.
Okay, so
Oh,
you repel out of the inn through the window, no problem.
I've done this before.
Your determination to do it was more overwhelming than it was to see the barmaid again.
Yeah, well, it was a good 3 minutes, but you know, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
After he's done that, I'm gonna untie the rope from his anchor and just put it back into my
Okay.
things.
Good man. All right, so you guys go back to the shop. Do you want to go in the shop, or are you gonna go right around to the alley?
Round the
I'm
back
gonna
of
go
it.
into the shop real quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna advise the two guys. Just wait here 1 second. I'm just gonna quick take a detour in.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna walk in and just look around. Old John.
You see somebody come out of the back, but it's not old John. It's a younger looking man, probably like in his like mid-30s or something like that, but you do notice a similarity.
Oh, hello. Is old John here today?
Oh, no, it's his day off. I'm his son, Marcus.
Oh, nice to meet you, Marcus. My name is Oman. Wonderful.
He shakes your hand.
Out of curiosity, last night I was here with your father for a good while, and I noticed something strange just right outside the shop. Has there been any disturbances here lately?
No disturbances, but we've had occasional break-ins to homes, but the only thing ever missing is food.
Interesting. Well, all right. Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry that I need to be going in such a rush. We're in quite a hurry today. Please give my regards to your old man, and thank you very much.
Will do.
And I'm just gonna walk out. All right. So it looks like there's been a string of break-ins lately, where food only has been stolen. It seems to happen around here. I'd like to check into the alley real quick, but I don't much care about the thieving. It's very likely just possibly an orphan or someone down on their luck. I don't think we need to
agree.
get involved with that. But let's quick take a look down this alley. And Eric, please let me know if you feel anything. You as well, Brad.
No.
And I'm just gonna lead him down the alley.
Okay. Each of you go ahead and roll a perception.
16.
Ooh,
Ooh.
19.
Nice. Luke.
5.
So the druid's just off in La La Land, just off in his own thoughts. But Eric and Oman, both of you notice there's a little like a notch in the wall where like a sheet is laying down, and you can hear somebody breathing.
Is this in the wall in the shop?
So it's a little ways past the shop, and it's the wall of the actual city. There's like a little notch like in it where somebody set up like a rudimentary shelter.
All right, I'm just gonna make like a knocking sound on the outside of the. Excuse me.
Hold
Is
on.
anyone there?
Where's my d20? Nothing happened. Still sleeping.
I'm gonna go ahead. Bang. Excuse me.
You see some feet just kind of pop out and go, what's going on?
Hello. How are you? Hello?
The flap pulls back and you see a vampire spawn sitting there.
Do I recognize him as one of the ones from the other day?
No, you don't. Roll another perception check for me, all three of
you. 16.
Ooh, 20.
Nice. Okay, so
Nice.
Eric, you see that this spawn is completely malnourished. He's thin, has almost no muscle, and looks like he's struggling to survive.
We should help this guy.
Yeah, he doesn't seem in the best of shape.
You're one of Strahd's, aren't you?
Don't come near me. Yes, unwillingly. I've tried to run. And this is the only place I've found where I've been able to stay away.
Can I like pull Old Man and Eric like away from him for a second and be like, this guy, this might be good. This guy might
He may have
be able to
information.
help us. Yeah, this guy might be able to help us. And then we just turn back to him and just, you know.
May I ask your name? We are no friend of Strahd.
All right. Out of character, real quick. What are your guys' brothers' names?
Oh,
Ooh.
Damn it.
The missing brothers.
Rock.
Said Brock or Brock?
No, Rock. R-O-C-K. Rock.
Okay.
Rock and roll it. Oh my god.
Rock rolling.
And Steve, what about yours?
Tappa.
I didn't think of a name actually. I'm trying to think. Kiko.
Time.
Kiko?
Yeah.
Kiko.
And what's Eric's last name?
Green bottle.
Green Bottle. Okay.
I feel like you were just looking at like a bottle of Heineken or something and went,
Yeah. Kiko.
All right.
Kiko Green Bottle.
Let's see here. I gotta do a roll real quick. All right. So when you ask him his name, he looks at you and says, "He never called me by anything except he just said Rock."
Wait. What? Rock?
That's all. Any of the commanders ever called me was Rock.
Does he look like? Because obviously my brother was taken away at 1 year old, and it's been a long time. It's been like 17 years or something.
Yeah. He looks like he's a little younger, but of course, being a vampire spawn, he's immortal. So.
Rock. Where did you take that name from? What is your real name?
Nobody ever told me. I've been with Strahd ever since I can remember, and that's all any of Strahd, the commanders, have ever called me is Rock. I thought it was just a derogatory thing, just because I'm lower than dirt in the hierarchy.
So this guy isn't my brother, though, right?
Could be.
Well, he doesn't know. Real quick, out of character, would Oman know anything about the process of creating vampires? He's studying infernals,
yeah,
not
you were
necessarily
studying
undead.
infernals. Go ahead and roll a knowledge check. I'll give you some information if you can get at least a 12.
Okay, would it be just straight intelligence, or would it be under...
Straight up intelligence.
Okay, I'm not gonna roll a 12. Oh, I rolled a 12! 14 minus 2, what do you know?
Alright, cool. So you do know the process. It's very similar to like a lot of folktales and stuff. If a vampire bites you but doesn't kill you, the poison from the vampire like seeps into you and just turns you into an undead.
Would I know anything about naming convention, memory loss, anything other than just you get bit, you turn into vampire?
There's no memory loss that happens with it at all. You retain all knowledge. You just Occasionally will lose yourself in the lust for blood if you're too starved.
Okay. I'm just
Can I,
gonna
like-
turn to Bran real quick, and I'm just gonna watch Bran and try to pick out any kind of specific reactions he's taking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna say anything or do anything. I'm just gonna keep watching.
Can I like get close to him and just like look him in the eyes and see if there's any similarities between the two of us?
As you get closer, he puts his hand out like he doesn't want you to come near. It's like, back away. I haven't eaten in weeks. I don't want to do it again.
I just say, hey, my brother went missing at 1 year old, and I'm looking for him, and his name is Rock. Maybe him.
Sorry, I wouldn't know. I only remember being with Strahd.
Let me look at you real quick. Let me see your eyes and your face, and let me see if there's any similarities.
All right. He pulls back.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna quick run into the general store and just see if he's got any like spare meat, like if Marcus has any meat
Okay, go
that
ahead.
he can sell to me.
All right. So Oman walks off. The vampire spawn like puts a hood back. Go ahead and roll perception.
Come on. I need to get new dice. 2 + 3 = 5.
You notice like a vague resemblance, but like you're having trouble remembering exactly like what your brother would look like, just because he disappeared when he was so small. But you almost sense that it could be him.
Okay. Is Oman back yet, or is he still...
So we'll break to Oman in the shop. He comes back in. Marcus is at the counter.
Marcus, I need any kind of meat that you have.
I'm a little
anything you've got.
I'm a
as
little
much as you
light
can
today,
get.
but I got a little bit of veal.
I'll take it. Thank you.
All right.
How much will that run me?
Just a single silver.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. And I'm just gonna run out the store.
Marcus goes, that was strange.
And I'm just gonna run back to Bran and just hand him the veal.
Yeah, and I just slowly give it to what I think is my brother.
All right. So you, as soon as he sees the veal raw, you see his eyes just go completely red, and he just sinks his fangs into the meat, and you see it just start to dry.
How do you feel after that?
Much better. It's the only food I've had in 3 weeks.
Yeah, look at the other two. Sorry, go on.
I've been stealing bread and milk from houses for this little fella right here. And he opens up the tent a little more, and you see a young adult lynx just in his tent.
Huh. Can I obviously with my skills of animals, can I entice him over and give him a scratch and
Yep.
be kind to him, or is it like kind of scary? Or
No, he senses that you mean him no harm, and he kind of walks up to you and like nuzzles your hand a little.
okay. I look at the other two and I'm like, guys, this might be my brother.
Jeez. Wait, you're missing, brother?
My missing brother. His name was Rock, and he was gone when he was 1. He got taken at 1, which adds up. It adds up with him not knowing anything before.
Looks young, and if he was bitten as a child, it could be that Strahd was trying to create an army of people loyal to him who had no memory of themselves.
I agree.
Rock, I have never seen a starving vampire. You don't attack people, do you?
Not when I can avoid it. It's sometimes the urge just takes over. I've killed before. I just try to have a steady supply of animals out in the forest, but when I get weak like this, it's almost impossible to hunt.
Okay. We need to care for him. I think we still have a lot of questions that need answering, and I still think we need to carry on with the mission, but But first, we need to make sure who I think is Rock is safe and is healthy until we are finished.
I agree. Rock, aside from you potentially being Brent's brother, we are after Strahd. I know you're not able to hurt him, but if we can take care of him, you will be free of your servitude. Would you help us?
Do whatever I can to rid the world of that filth.
I look at Eric and I pull him aside a little bit and I just say, Eric, you know what this means, right? This means that your brother could potentially be one as well.
I'd hate to think that.
Right.
But if it means that going there and killing Strahd gets rid of your brother's servitude, if there's chance that my brother is also a vampire at this stage, then we have to do it, just in case.
Okay. I think I have a plan. If we need to make some sort of area or base camp that we know is secure and safe from everyone else, where we can go back if we need. We can keep Rock there, and it's a place for us to stay safe and not necessarily need to have a sentry, and a place we can retreat to if we need to. My suggestion is we go into the Valaki Valley and find a wooded area, maybe a cave, and keep him safe with a good supply of food. We will go to the woods still. On our way back, we will check on him again, make sure he's fully eaten, and then we carry on with the mission.
I agree. Just a couple things that we do need to get out of the way. Eric, do you have the hilt still?
I do. I'll pass it to you.
Now, Rock, if you ever see us take this weapon out, you need to get away and into cover, okay? This will cause you great damage just by being near it.
That's not what I think it is it? Strahd hid that away.
And we've found it. We are very serious about ending his life. Since you
then
know
there's
what
a chance. There's a chance.
Absolutely. We also have a friend. He's willing to help us as well.
He's also
very powerful.
A vampire, and he may be able to help you with this disease.
He's free of Strahd?
He has no tie to Strahd in the first place. He's barely of this realm, if at all of this realm. He is also assisting us. We have powerful allies. We will kill Strahd.
What can I do?
All we need from you is to stay safe, give us information when we need it, but most importantly, you've lived a hard, cruel life. We don't want your servitude. We just want you to get somewhere safe and somewhere where you can eat without starving yourself or killing others. We will take you there.
Oh. Okay.
Before we leave, I'm just gonna pull Bran aside, out of earshot of Rock.
Okay.
If he's not going to be eating people, if he's not going to commit to that, his only other food source is going to be animals of the forest. Is that something you're going to be okay with? I remember how you reacted to the marrow.
No, not really, but he potentially is my brother, and I have to take care of him until we can potentially find a way to stop this.
Okay.
He's the only person left of my family.
And I understand how hard this decision must be. I think you're doing the right thing here. Do keep in mind, though, we can't guarantee he's your brother yet.
I agree. Can I turn around and hold my hand out and just be like, "Hey, Rock, let's go."
All right. So Rock gets up, takes your hand, stands up, still noticeably weak, but not as much as before, and and he calls to the lynx to follow him, and they're ready to go.
Does your friend have a name?
I didn't think a name for the cat. Give me 12 seconds.
Yo.
Even though it's a lynx, you've got to give it like a proper house cat name.
Yeah.
Ari.
This is Tigger.
Tigger. A wonderful name.
Okay.
Let us start heading towards the tome, and we will find a place to set up base there. If that's the case, it seems that our group is growing. We've got allies, powerful allies. They're seeking for more to join this guild. We've got your brother, supposedly now. We're going to need a name soon.
A name
What
for
do
our
you
group,
think
is
it
there?
is? No, Dad's pushing for it. Dad's pushing for it.
No. I had a character. I'm not actually going for it.
Okay.
But for now, just keep that in the back of your head.
Okay.
Nice. I've been a part of bands before. It's cool that we have a name.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
let's,
both
All
of
right.
you, for helping me with my
So,
with this.
are you guys gonna just go through like the main roads to get out? Because
I think
these people don't take well to vampires. If anybody should
should-
see
Yeah,
them.
I was about to say he had a hood on, right?
Yes.
Okay. How well concealed is he right now?
Nobody can see his face unless they're like right up talking to you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna quick go into the store once again and just go up to Marcus.
How was that veal?
Marcus. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Is your father anywhere where I can talk to him? I have a very special request for him. Or has he taught you how to smith metal?
Oh, I'm still an apprentice, but he's actually in the back, just sleeping in his cot. We live in the back of the store here.
Oh, wonderful. This is a very, very selfish request, but could I speak with him for a moment?
I'll go get him. Hey, Pa!
Thank you.
You got a guest! Old Joe kind of walks out. What in darn tootin' is going on?
Good morning.
Oh, it's you!
I'm so sorry to trouble you. The craftsmanship you gave our weapons is excellent. I have a very special request for you.
Of course, of course.
Is there any way that you can fashion just a plain mask of any material that's not silver, whether it be steel or bronze or even wood would do fine, just porcelain even?
Well,
Just
I have some of
plain
these
mask.
toy masks here. Just regular old toy wooden masks. I got bird, I got dragon, I got beaver, I got wolf.
Can I see the dragon mask, please?
Sure. Nothing comes close to Dragonborn though. These are just toys after all.
It will very likely do. Looking at it, does it look like it'll rough fit onto Rock's face? Like, is it really too small?
No, it'll fit.
Okay. This is perfect. I am so sorry to have woken you. I'm just a little bit of a rush. I will take it. How much is this going to set me back?
Take it. It's on the house.
I refuse, and I'm just gonna put a gold piece down and just say thank you again so much, and I'm just gonna turn around. We'll be back soon.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And then I'm gonna go up.
Guy's way too kind.
He is. I love him. Old John is the best. Now this mask, how off? It doesn't look a damn thing like a dragonborn, does it?
No, it looks like a cartoon dragon, like almost.
Okay, can I take 10 minutes outside and just use some of my scales that are kind of on the way out, or anything that can I just make it spruce it up to make it look
yeah.
decently close to a dragonborn?
Go for it. Yep.
All right, gentlemen, wait here about 10 minutes, okay? And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make this look as close to me as possible, like it's close to a true bronze dragonborn. And then I'm just gonna give this to Rock and just say, here, wear this. This will keep you out of trouble, okay?
Oh.
Until we can get you safe. It's just as a precaution.
Okay.
All right. I think we're safe to travel.
All right. So you guys come out of the alley. Nobody approaches you or anything. You get to the gate. Guard waves and say, "Come back anytime. You're always welcome."
Thank you very much.
Rock, please keep hold of that mask in case you see anyone come near you. Put that mask on instantly.
I can do that.
If anyone asks, you are Bronze Dragonborn.
Bronze Dragonborn. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And then I
make our way.
suppose that we just start making our journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making our way downtown.
All right. So you guys start heading west. Do you guys want to look for a place for Rock before you leave the forest, the Vallaki forest, or do you want to bring him into Wolf Run?
It may be good to keep him at least near the village.
Yeah, I think, if anything, Vallaki is going to be a safe bet. We have allies there. The townspeople trust us, they know us. And if anything, if Rock needs somewhere to go, Old John will recognize the mask.
Yeah.
Okay,
It may be safe to keep him around here.
All right.
We just need to find a structure that we can renovate.
So
I
you
agree.
guys continue down the road. You guys start hearing the sound of rushing water, and you come across what Bron realizes is the Luna River, which is the border of Vallaki Valley. And to the west is Wolf Run, and to the south is the bogs of Berez.
I think around this area is probably best.
Okay. You seem to know the area. Would you know if there's any abandoned or broken down houses around here, or buildings, or any form of structure?
Let's take a quick look. I guess I go off the road and just kind of mosey up the river down the river a tiny bit.
Yep. So as you go down the river, you notice that there's like a little alcove of trees that you can see about a mile off, because the river goes pretty much in a straight line for a while.
Okay. I see some trees. I think it would be pretty decent to make a small kind of camp/den area there. I think the most important part is making sure there is a certain part of it where Rock can stay hidden if anyone goes near.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Well, you boys, if you believe this to be the best spot, I will trust you. Why don't you boys get a camp set up? I'm gonna quick go see if I can find him some food.
Thank you.
Okay. So you guys
I'm gonna go out hunting.
Sounds good. Okay, so Rock, Brad, and Eric walk over to the little alcove that you see in the trees. You notice that a lot of the trees are very old, very tall, and very thick. And you notice that some of the dead ones are hollowed out at the base where, like, forest animals would have, like, gone to rest or seek out shelter from the rain.
Perfect. Can I go and inspect one of them said hollow trees?
Yeah, go ahead. You kind of peek in one that has a decent size opening. Go ahead and roll perception.
It's a 16 plus a 3, 19.
Okay. This tree... Holy crap, I rolled a 100 on the percentile. This tree seems like it'd be a perfect fit. From what you can tell, there's no leaks, so no rainwater would be able to get through. It's big enough that Rock could lay down either way and not have any parts of him sticking out of the hole in the tree. And the hole could easily have like a curtain put up to cover it or something to conceal it. And there's room for like a small like bedroll or something inside of it, so it's perfect.
Perfect. Do I have anything I can give him? I have a wooden shield. That obviously I have, but I can't really use. I'm gonna put that inside the tree and use it as like a makeshift door.
Okay.
But I'm gonna grab like foliage and stuff and put it on the outside to make it kind of look like it's, you know, supposed to be there, but you can open it into
Like a hobbit hole.
a hobbit hole. Yeah.
I resent that. I think you'll find the term is halfling.
Oh man.
Cool.
All right.
I have 5 days of rations, so I'll give him, say, 2.
Rations wouldn't really do well for a vamp.
He needs raw meat.
True. That's all I really have that might be useful.
Rock looks to both of you in the tree and says, "This is more than I will ever need. As long as I can hunt on my own after this, I should be able to survive out here, no problem."
Good. And again, please stay hidden at all costs. Please stay hidden. Can I take that book that Dan got given by that other vampire and inspect it to see if I can mimic it in any way with some sort of
so
foliage or anything around there?
Oman comes
I
back
am not
with.
there yet.
Well, you come back. You have a fresh elk carcass over your shoulders, and
Yeah, rock. Boom. Use this sparingly. Use this as fuel to hunt. Okay.
I will do that. And
Good
he
lad.
lifts it up and he puts it up a couple branches in the tree.
Good stuff.
Yeah, can I
This is
inspect
the
that book?
shelter.
You gotta ask
Oh,
Oman.
Can I see
book.
Do you mind if I take a look at that book real quick? The one that the vampire gave you?
Oh yeah, yes, of course. Here you are.
Yeah, and I just open it up and I'm flicking through the pages and just using my skills from being in the woods to see if there's anything that I can see that's kind of similar to what I've seen before.
So go ahead and roll a knowledge check for me, or sorry, an intelligence check.
That is a 15 plus a 3.
All right. So
17.
you've come across
18.
something similar before. You know that the books have to come from the same tree and that it needs to be cut down by a magical woodcutting axe with a certain spell on it in order to achieve the spell that these books have on them.
Yeah, damn. Okay, I just close it up and I just hand it back and say thank you. I
Okay.
was seeing if I could mimic
Why-
it in some way.
Okay, Eric, why don't you hang on to this just in case? Actually, in fact, I'm just gonna quick check it, see if anything is written in there.
Nothing yet.
Okay, Eric, why don't you hang on to this? Check this for information on your brother.
Thank you. Actually, I have an idea.
Okay.
If I tore a page out of the book and wrote on that page, does it appear in the book that I've got?
You can try it if you want.
Yeah? Okay, so I tear the back page out, just a small little piece of it just to test it first.
Yep.
And then I just write, "Hello world?" ?
Nothing happens as of yet, but it could be because Zeke isn't looking at the notebook yet, or it could be
I'm
that
gonna go to Zeke instead.
yeah.
Okay. I give him a page. I tear out and give him a page.
Mhm.
And I say, "Rock, this book communicates with the other vampire that we met. If you are in trouble in any way, write a message to said person and say you are in trouble at this location, and tell him to write that message back to you again."
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can do that.
Thank you. That way he will get this message from you and then write it back to me and I will see it in my book.
Okay.
Hopefully. Hopefully. This is not guaranteed. Don't sit on this as a way to get out of troubled situations. If you have to write that and then leave to get out of trouble, then do it.
Oh.
And then maybe stay close to a road and you can maybe see us on our way back. If not, stay where you are.
Give me Give me a tear of each pieces of your clothing. If needed, I can track you by smell.
Perfect. I
Can
just
do.
like rip off a piece and hand it to him.
All right, guys.
Perfect.
So you leave Rock there and you head back up to the road to continue your trek to the Wizard of the Wines, and we are going to leave it there. So that is part 4.
Oh, brother.
All right.
Oh, man.
So-
A lot of character
Bit
development.
of a bombshell drop there with Rock.
Yep.
Dude, we
Yeah.
missed your brother twice. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He saw me walk into a pole.
Who is that idiot?
Holy.
Yep. All right. So what you guys?
Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was gonna just ask what you guys think. Was it a good session for you?
That put a perfect kind of confliction on what I consider Brand's motives now.
Yep.
It's more,
Um,
more motivation.
I love that. I love that character development.
Yeah, and I feel trying to kind of like express his feelings. I feel like I'm more on the defense now
Yeah.
than I am on the offense. Does that make sense? Like I'm going after Strahd as a defense to look after him now,
Yeah.
rather than an attack to find out what's going on. But I'm also, because I'm obviously very. So the way that I'm like kind of perceiving this, just so you guys know, is that my character is very hard. Like, it takes a long time to trust people. But I've kind of fell into this one straight away, and I'm like, I have to protect this guy. I think he's my. Do you know what I mean? Like I've gone from 0 to 10, which would take me like a couple of years for some people, to like instant like this may be my brother. So, but I'm also I have that horrible anxiety in the back of the mind that it may not be my brother, and that's another reason why I'm still going after Strahd more than anything.
Okay.
Great. It's really nice to see the environment and the situation effect on the characters' like motives more than just like the situation. Oh, we gotta go do this now. Oh, we gotta. It's like, oh shit, now like my whole reason to do these things have changed.
Yep. That's how I
Yeah.
usually like to try to run the games, is like just build a narrative around the story that's supposed to be happening, because otherwise it's just like a dry, okay, we're gonna do an encounter. Okay, we're gonna do an
Yeah.
encounter. Okay, we're gonna do an encounter.
Right.
Plus,
Right.
I love that, like, his brother is now, like, in complete contrast in terms of, like, ideals. Like, one has to kill animals to live. One has a hatred of killing animals, no matter how bad the situation. I
Yeah.
love that little conflict of interest.
Yeah.
And I have
He's good. He's very good.
I have plans when it comes to both of the missing brothers. So
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
expect
Exciting.
more development on those, and we are gonna leave it there today, everybody. Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been part 4. Tune in next Friday for part 5. Don't forget to check out our new social media pages on Twitter and Instagram. That'll be down in the description below. And don't forget to check out all of our some other videos. Steve's playthrough of Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going up a couple episodes a week. Dan's going to be starting up some Spider-Man Miles Morales here pretty soon. I got some Destiny 2 Beyond Light lore videos coming up, and Luke's got something coming up, and then all of us are going to play Cyberpunk when that comes out in a couple weeks. So,
Oh, yeah.
thank you again, everybody, so much for watching. Till next time, this is Mark, Steve, Dan, and Luke with Original Human Geek signing off. Bye, everybody.
Shout out to old John,
Bye,
Oh, John the
everybody.
Legend.
a champion.